Hi, this is Jasmine from Entech, and today we'll be unboxing the new S Play Mini. The S Play is expanding. Over the coming months, we'll be releasing the new S Play series with a total of 4 new devices ranging from small project must-haves to large installations. The S Play range has you covered. From 1 to 32 plus universes of lighting control, no project is too large or small for the S Play series. Before we dive right in, if you want to hear more tips and tricks or just want to stay up to date with Entech news and products and be notified when we go live, then hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a thing. In this video, we'll be unboxing the new S Play Mini, going over its main features and what product the S Play Mini is perfect for. So let's get into it. When you first open it, you'll have the little README card. Now this just lets you know where you can get your user manual from and where you can get support. By the way, all that information is on our website. Get a little Entech sticker. And you have your brand new S Play Mini. This is the brand new S Play Mini. You may recognise this box from products such as the Dinethagate or the Octo. So we've put all of the S Play goodies into this little box. As you can see, this also is a DIN rail product. So it comes with a DIN rail clip for easy installation. Now let's take a closer look at the S Play Mini. On the front is a bi-directional DMX port that can record, playback or trigger playlists using DMX. The Ethernet port, which is capable of transmitting or receiving ARTNet, SACN, OSC and UDP. Plus, using the Ethernet cable, you can connect to a web interface and create playlists, record cues, apply updates, and access the full functionality of the S Play Mini without needing access to the device itself. Also on the front is a reset/trigger button, which is for easy troubleshooting and on-site triggering. On the back, there is a 12 to 24 volt DC input, a relay out which sends triggers to a third-party device, and a digital input which receives triggers from buttons, switches, pressure sensors, etc. The S Play Mini also has a DIN clip for DIN rail mount, which is perfect for smaller installations. As you can see, the S Play Mini looks very different to the S Play SP1, which is the original S Play, and that's because it serves a slightly different purpose. They are both a record and playback device, but the SP1 is designed for larger installations with its large 32 universes, whereas the Mini is designed for smaller installations and is a more affordable product for DMX installations. The S Play Mini does exactly what its name suggests. It's an S Play, just mini. So, it has a similar web interface which allows you to connect to it via the network, and it has 2 universes of control. It is more budget friendly for smaller installations such as signage, shop fronts, bars, nightclub, live performances and brand activations. This is the perfect device for installations that require the triggering and playback of the S Play without needing many universes. The web interface allows you to control your S Play Mini without accessing the actual box on site. On the homepage, you can see your custom interface and control playlists by pausing, stopping, or controlling their intensity. In cues, you create the lighting effects. Events is where you create commands for the S Play Mini to send out as part of a playlist. Triggers is where you define outputs that the S Play will wait for in the playlist. Playlist is where you bring everything together to create your shows using the cues, events and triggers. Interface is where you set up customized controls over the S Play so clients can control their lighting without changing any of the S Play settings. Storage and settings is where you find all of the internal S Play settings. Create backups, change network settings or update the S Play Mini. I have a link in the description that goes over all of these features in more depth for the S Play, and they work the same in the S Play Mini. As I mentioned earlier, the S Play Mini can control 2 universes, plus 8 playlists, 16 triggers, events, effects and cues, and 1 custom interface. Now, let's show you how to connect the S Play Mini to this DOTS board. First, I'll just let you know about this DOTS board. So this has the Pixelator 60, the 40 metal, the 40 and the 100 by 25. And behind it, everything is connected together and connected to a power supply. So this power supply is supplying power to the DOTS and to the Octo. So for this installation, we need our S Play Mini, our lights, and an Octo, because the Octo will take the data from the S Play Mini and turn it into SPI data for the Pixel Dots. So this is where we'll connect the Octo. So we'll connect that one into output 1. Because there is a power supply behind here, that will supply power to the Octo. So the Octo has started up, and then we need to supply power to the S Play Mini. So we put power into the power port on the back, and now the S Play Mini is starting up. So as soon as you get an NTEC device out of the box, you have to give it an IP address. The default IP address for our products is written on the back of the products. So if you grabbed an Octo and an S Play Mini out of the box, they will both have the same IP address. So you just have to go in and change the IP addresses so there's no conflict. We do have a video about IP addresses, so I'll put that link in the description, and so you can follow that along to change the IP address of your devices. Now we have power to the 2 devices, we need to record into the S Play Mini. So then we can remove the laptop and just have the S Play Mini going through the Octo and controlling our lights. We need to plug in the Octo and plug that into the computer. And then plug the Octo to the S Play Mini. To make sure that the Ethernet cables are connected correctly, just have a look and there's some flashing lights, and as long as they're all on, then you're all connected. Then we move over to our laptop and put in the IP address into the URL bar and connect to both the Octo and the S Play Mini. So to create our dynamic cue, we're going to use Elm. So that's NTEC LED mapping software. And for this example, we're going to show you everything that you can do using a demo. So we go New Stage, HD, and you map out your lighting. So for this one, we're going to add strips. We have 4 strips, 4 LEDs, they are RGB, they go in that direction. ArtNet, start Universe 0, and press Add. So now we're going to go into Live, and we're going to do this fiery wheel. Now, as you can see here, when we go live on Elm, it goes onto our dots. So we know that that's all mapped correctly. Now, while that's playing, we go into the S Play and we do Start Record. As you can see, there's the different numbers that come up, so that means that it's recording, and it shows you the duration at the top. So we just record for as long as we need. So we're going to record for about 15 seconds and then press stop. We're going to name it Fire and press save. And that is our dynamic cue. Now we're going to go back into Elm, go to settings and stop the DMX output. Now that'll stop at the DMX output from Elm going to our lights. Go back into the web interface. And now we need to create the trigger. So go Triggers, Add New Item, and we're going to call it Front Button. OSC, it's going to be Button, and it's going to be On Press. Now we're going to save trigger. Now we're going to go into Playlists. We're going to put the Fire onto the timeline and bring that back to the start. And we're going to have the Start trigger as Front Button. We're going to name this Fire and press save. Now this new playlist is saved onto the S Play. Just as some tips and tricks, we're going to edit this one, and we want to fade in and a fade out. So this one's going to fade in by 1.8 seconds and it's going to fade out by 1.6 seconds. And then we can press save. This can also be found now on our homepage. So that's saved to the S Play Mini. Now, before we unplug the Octo from the computer, we're going to test to make sure that the trigger is working. So we're going to press that and voila, the trigger is working. So back to the web interface, we're going to stop that playlist and it's going to fade out. Now we are comfortable in unplugging the Octo from the computer, and on the S Play Mini we can press the start trigger. So now the setup has the lights working, an Octo and an S Play Mini, and now you can just leave this and walk away with the laptop. And if you ever need to change any of the settings in the S Play Mini, then you can connect to the web interface. Thank you for watching, and if you think there's anything that we've missed, then put it in the comments below. If you like this video and want to see more tips and tricks and news about Entech products, then hit that like and subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a thing. Thank you.